its capital should be. In addition, President Paul would not militarily arm all of Israel's enemies, especially the two Islamo-fascistic terrorist entities to Israel's east and west. I urge everybody who cares about Israel to vote for Ron.
The reason I support Ron Paul is he's the only candidate that's really going to push to enforce a balanced budget. You can't just kick the can down the road to future generations. We pay $450 billion a year in interest, and that's on a 3% interest rate. If that goes up just 2%, it'll jump to $725 billion a year. This Las Vegas City Center costs $10 million to build. How much could you build for $450 billion? The other thing is that we are the internet neutrality. Internet neutrality, for those of you that don't know what it means, is people like the cable company can slow down their competitors so that their product looks much better. To filter the internet the way that they want you to see it, not the way that you do.
You wangled your way in here.
That's all I have to
Just
say.
honestly.
This gentleman right here, Mike. Second row.
I'm going to forgive you.
Right here, standing up. Sir, you wanted to speak, stand up. Guy with the camera. Turning around. You wanted to speak? No? Okay, never mind. Okay, anybody else want to talk on behalf of Congressman Paul? There's a mic down here. Down here. He's going to wait a bit, and then we'll go to you, sir. I used to work for him at one before.
Can't hear you.
Can't hear.
Can't hear.
Something wrong with the mic?
Just to touch on what this gentleman said about Israel, Ron Paul is actually the only candidate who mirrors Benjamin Netanyahu's position as he voiced it to Congress. And if you guys will respectfully go and Google that for yourself. More generally, I said that Ron Paul is the only candidate who mirrors Benjamin Netanyahu's position as he voiced it to Congress. In addition, foreign policy in general, I know some of us want to be somewhere, others of us just want to come home. But warring and being all over the world costs a lot of money, and we don't have it. And I promise you that we will have to come home very soon, regardless of what your stance is, because we just don't have the money to support this stuff. And I'd much rather do it on our own terms than be forced and embarrassed because of bankruptcy, 5, 10, 50 years from now, whatever it may be. A little bit about sound economics. I don't really have any analogy for you guys, but it's really laughable that we just continue to spend all this money every year when we don't have it. And everyone thinks that it's different than an individual because we're government, we can raise it, but eventually this is all going to catch up with us. And government spending itself is a tax. It doesn't matter what any candidate tells you his minimum tax rate or his maximum tax rate is going to be 30%. As the government spends money, you're being taxed, whether it's through direct taxes or through inflation, which crushes the lower classes. And inflation will come, I assure you, it has to come. It's just mathematics, it's already here, it's going to become even stronger when we don't stop this. Lastly, real quick on the English thing. Yes, those 4 years, 4 years he was a speaker, the budget was balanced, and yet $1 trillion were added to the debt. That sounds like pretty typical Washington.
Time, Joseph. Okay. Anyone else? There's a gentleman here. This guy was right there was, and then and please, as obviously I'm not trying to stop people from speaking. I just want to remind everybody, please, if you're going to repeat something that is said before, we're going to ask you to pass and let somebody else have an opportunity who has something different to say. But
yes, first I want to say I'm voting for Ron Paul. I think all 4 GOP candidates are incredible men, and heard is people describe themselves as Ronald Reagan. And Reagan did an interview with Reason magazine in July 1975. He's-
What happened?
He said that the heart of conservatism is libertarianism. He was falling after very low bottom. What I would like to see is us get to a limited government, sound dollar, strong free markets, and free trade.